Good evening, welcome back. The 17th of July 2026, Saturday, 8 o'clock. Before we get the actual screen, let's just go back to last night. 24/7 glucose monitoring, 6.9 at 25 past 8. I had 100 grams of full-fat Greek yogurt with 200 grams of cottage cheese. This is the first picture from this morning, 5:30. Abasagla took me down to the borderline. As you can see, the zigzag here. This is how I was turned from left to right. I must have pressed the sensor on the back of my arm. So we go back in time to about 9 o'clock. So we've got the full cover. I've been up for about 50 minutes, usual morning routine, with a pint glass of warm water, pinch of real salt, fresh air, little walk around, and I had a black coffee. It's just a small coffee. And in 50 minutes, it only went up just a little tiny bit. Rocky was ready for a walk. So I had 250 grams of Greek yogurt with a tablespoon of almond butter. I was waited a little bit. The next picture was taken 7 minutes to 10. So this is where we were. I was waiting about 10 minutes and then we went out. We had about 20 minutes walk, came home. You can see a little spike there. This is when the protein started to kick in alongside with the carb. This bowl contained about 12, 13 grams of carbs. I was happy with this because it stayed pretty stable. As you can see, when I took the picture, it was 6.1. This is when I had beef bone broth with 5 grams of creatine. Next picture, just before lunch, 5.4. As you can see, that's why I was happy with this. It's pretty stable, slowly went down. Stayed in range, that's the main thing really. No big spikes and, not a big difference. And no insulin needed for the breakfast. So when it was lunch, I took this picture at 19 minutes to 11, just before my first bite, and I injected 1 unit of Novo Rapid for this breakfast. This is 70 grams of fresh blueberries, cucumber, a bit of bell peppers, yellow and green, and this is chestnut mushrooms omelette with a sprinkle of parsley. I had 5 eggs and went for about 5 minutes walk just around the house, laid down for a little bit, and an hour later I started to go up. This is when it gets exciting. So I've got a little race there and we went out with Rocky for a walk, and guess what? Boom! So it was 1 hour after the injection. The insulin was active, went out. I had to pick up Rocky, take him down. He's not allowed to do stairs. Take him down, went out, had a walk, and then started to drop. The alarm came up at is set for 4.4. The alarm came up and I was about 5 minutes away to get home. and I took 2 glucose tablets, came home. This is what I've seen as soon as I entered the house, but it was a bit of delay on this one, and I already had 2 glucose tablets in me, which is not a lot, but I didn't want to overconsume on the glucose tablet, so I just had 2. I was close to home. I came home and I did a finger prick. I checked the actual figure. That was 4.2. So I knew it's just a delay. I'm out of the danger zone, but just to make sure I'm fine, I had 250 grams of kefir. And then this next picture was taken before dinner. I injected 2 units of NovoRapid for the meal. I'll show you in a minute. So we had a little spike because of the glucose tablets and the kefir, but it's still in a relatively normal zone. Went to the Polish shop. I've been out for about 15 minutes, less than 20 minutes. Had to buy some cottage cheese for tonight. Little drop. And then slowly coming down all the way. Injected 20 minutes before my first bite, and here we go again. I had chicken liver. This is liver, onions and bell peppers. Absolutely beautiful. I love this dish. I know it's not a big favorite among especially youngsters, but among many people, but it depends how you prepare and how you cook it. Trust me, the taste is beautiful, and it's full of nutrition. So I love this food. I try to eat at least once a week. I had the same dinner yesterday. The only difference in this one, it had more black pepper in it, and instead of red onion, I used just a normal onion. And I also had half of a chili pepper just for the sake of fun. It was beautiful, with some sauerkraut and 4 gherkins on the side. I injected 2 units of NovoRapid. It's mixed up with potatoes, fridge cold boiled baby potatoes, 120 grams, half of an onion, half of yellow pepper, half of red pepper, and half of green bell pepper. And the seasoning: salt, red paprika, and ground black pepper. This is so simple. The toughest part is to prepare the liver. I wash it well and I cut off all the bits what I shouldn't see on the plate. And once it's well washed and prepared and sliced for equal slice, I just pan fry I use olive oil, just pan fry the peppers with the chili and the onion, and throw the liver in, little stir, season it, and I add a little touch of water, and about halfway through, it's only need about 10 minutes, about halfway through, I add the potatoes, mix it well, and let them to cook together. Beautiful. I also had a bit of dark chocolate straight after. Let's get the actual screen. Yes, this is exactly what I want to see. So we have a little elevation there. Started to go up about an hour later. We went out with Rocky for a walk. This time it was about 20 minutes. Little drop. Took a shower. It always goes up a little bit. And I have a shower, and then now it just goes back where it were before the shower. Just seems pretty stable. I injected Abasagla about half an hour ago. I actually changed the time on that one. I was aiming to inject at 7, and I give myself an hour window from 6:30 till 7:30, but now it's changed 7 up till 8, and I'm aiming to shoot about 7:30 as the change on this one. And yeah, I will definitely eat something tonight. Probably a bit of cottage cheese for a change. It gives me casein protein through the night, so that helps me to keep me out of the danger zone, even though in the morning when I wake up I'm close to the borderline, but I don't mind at all. It's much better than being high all night or wake up with highs and deal with that. So this is it from me for now. I must over pushed it a little bit yesterday in the morning on the session. I feel a little bit sensitive on the chest, just on the side here, under my armpit. The muscle goes here on my chest. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a leg day. I do full body calisthenics, but this time I think the smart move is just to step back a little bit, let it heal. Also, while I do a leg day, trust me, it's gonna be good. All the testosterone and the adrenaline will help to heal the upper body, and I will come back to it for on Tuesday. That's the plan, but the plan can change. But I definitely gonna leave this out, doing push-ups and pull-ups, and especially with the extreme volume as I do, I don't think it's a smart idea. It's not a big issue, I'm not in pain, but I just feel it's not the same as my left side. It's a little bit sensitive, so I just want to leave it for now. I do everything for a proper recovery. I get good sleep tonight. I eat real food, nutritious real food. I stay away from alcohol and all these things. So I do everything for my body to keep myself in shape. Step back for a little bit and give a couple of days. Doesn't gonna change too much apart from let my body a good rest and a good recovery, and then I come back hopefully just in better form than I am now. So it is what it is. I have to go with the flow. There's no time for regret or anything. It's just, it is what it is. It's better to leave it for a couple of days than be out for weeks again. I don't want that. So it is what it is from me for now. I wish you a peaceful good evening, good night's sleep, good recovery. Sunday tomorrow, so just enjoy the weekend and you take care of yourself as always. See you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye.